Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is the OI. It's a tier 6 Japanese super heavy. And it sounds like he's just platooned with someone. As I was saying, it's a tier 6 Japanese super heavy tank. And it's located on the west spawn of Sand River. Now this 100-ton monster, which was absolutely huge, they made one prototype. And they realised they probably couldn't actually make any more of them because it was just too complicated, too difficult, and took too much steel. It's got a 15cm gun as its main armament, and it's a dirt monster, so it derps the enemy. It's got huge, tough armour at the front, and that armour helps to block any shots that come in. And we've spotted a whole bunch of the enemy. This is an encounter battle, so they're spawning in the dunes as well as above the village, as well as below the village. There's a Type 64 down there. Now, the alpha damage for this gun, 910 hit points, and oh! That Panzer IV did not last very long. The armor's just too weak for the 15cm gun. As I was saying, it's got 910 alpha damage and penetration of 75mm, and that definitely penetrated the Panzer IV. So he got the full force of that one. 600 hit points of damage, one shot. People complain about Arty shooting you out the game with one shot. Well, this tank can do that as well. Very easily, and it's a heavy. And there's a VK4503 dialed in, nice shot. Yes, 276. It hit the armor, the heavy armor on that tank, so that's why it didn't get the full amount. It probably didn't penetrate. There's a T-3485M down there. Can you get a shot? He's pulling back below. He was a bit worried that T-34 might shoot at him. So he's aiming. Fires a blind shot, but the chances of him hitting it were very slim because as that tank was sitting on a ridgeline, it was probably aimed at the ridgeline behind him. Okay, it's 4503. Oh, there's a whole bunch of targets there. T-3485. Two T-3485. Fires that round in. Oh, he connected! One-shotted the T-3485 out of the game. 720 hit points. He must have hit the rear of the thing and it went straight through. Fantastic leading shot there as well. Now, I didn't mention the name of the player in this game. It's Malkavian. And Malkavian has sent us replays before, and he's going over the ridgeline. Oh, he's going after that lurver, and he fires around in. Unfortunately, damages the IS in the process. HE is a bit indiscriminate when it comes to doing that sort of thing. The IS takes down the lurver, but that VK3601 is about to get a whole new lesson in the power of HE. He's pulling back to complete the reload, and bang, you're gone. That's his third kill. There's a KV-85 over there, but he's been killed. Now the enemy's capping. They're three tanks up at the moment, and that is a Crusader. The Arty, the 5.5-inch gun. Oh, T-34, what are you doing? Well, it looks like it's down to Malkavian to save the T-34, and he's just going to turn and flip him back over. So, I'm sure he's happy. And he says thank you very much in chat. Right, there's a target over there. T20. No, it's the E25. Okay, somebody's going to have to get in that cap. There's 3 enemies in there. They're trying to cap out as quickly as they can. We fire a round in blind, but it doesn't do any damage. So somebody's have to get into the cap, and it's an MT25's gone in. He's blocked the cap, but we need to get there, and we need to get resets. Somebody needs to do some damage to the enemy. The MT25 probably won't last very long if he's got 3 enemies against him. And he has got a reset on one of the tanks. Oh, but he has been killed. So the enemy is now capping again. T-3485 in the cap area. T-25 T-25T. .4502. Oh, it's the 4503 again. And when we fired that earlier, we fire around at him. Unfortunately, it doesn't go through. His round does damage to us, though. Now, I'm suspect that it actually went through the front. Can't see exactly where it went in. One round went on the turret. Oh, it went into one of the cupolas. That's what he did. He went for the cupolas, the boobies, and he got one of them. The enemy is still capping. There's the T-25AT. Can we get a shot on that T-34? Looks like it. Lining the shot up. Oh, perfect! 317 hit points. Beautiful shot there. Wipes out that T-3485 in the cap. And that gets a reset. And his number of kills has now gone to 4. Now it's an ELC Evan 90. They are a particular problem for OIs because you can't shoot at them if they get close to you. If they get alongside you with a gun depression, you can't hit them. And there's the ELC. Try for a shot. Oh, he took him out! 840 hit points. He shot a shell up his exhaust pipe. Wow. Amazing shot. It's so difficult to hit those small things as they're moving about. That's his 5th kill. Can he get a top gun? There's only one enemy left. It's a Tiger 1. He was last seen in grid square H0, but we don't know where he is now. T-3485 is moving around to try and scout and find the Tiger 1. Malkavian's ready to kill him to get the top gun. He's probably already got the high caliber, but he's lost a lot of hit points. He actually now only has 35 hit points. He's done 3.2k of damage, though. It was that last shot from the VK4503 that did the damage, you see. Those shells went right into the boobies. You can see there was one right on the top on the right side, and the other shell went in. You can just see there, went in lower. And it looks like it hit just underneath the gun mount. The rounds that hit the turret and the front plate, they just literally bounced off. The weak point of this tank is the boobies, I'm afraid. Either that or shooting a shell into the side of the vehicle. Well, we've got 2 in the cap. If they don't find the Tiger, then we might have to cap out. They can always reset the cap if necessary. Still got 6 minutes 56 seconds, but remember this is an encounter game, so it takes 3 minutes 50 for you to cap on your own, and if you've got more than one tank, obviously they'll drop the time. 20 seconds to cap out. Well, they've done a reset. The T-3485 is moving up into the northeast corner of the map because the Tiger 1 may have gone up there to hide. But I think people are getting a little impatient, so it may be that they'll decide instead it's better to cap. And it looks to me like Malkavian is also decided to do the same, and he's now going to cap. 3 in the cap. The game will be over very quickly. So, pretty good battle. Missed out on the opportunity to get that top gun, but you can see that he took quite a bit of damage in that game. He just narrowly survived. Only 35 hit points left. Tiny amount of health. less than 10%. And they've won. So let's have a look at the end of battle stats and see how we got on. And it's an ace tanker for Malkavian Strasser in the OI. He managed to get the hand of God for surviving the battle, having received damage from 4 different enemy tanks. A bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits, he got 15. A fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills, he got 5. A 5 for effect for dealing more damage than the hit points to his own vehicle. And a shell proof for blocking more damage than the hit points to his own vehicle. He also picked up a Spartan, having survived the battle, also having bounced the shell from an enemy tank with less than 10% of his hit points remaining. And he did pick up the high caliber for dealing the most damage in the battle. It's a shame he didn't get the top gun, but I suppose that Tiger probably would have put up a fairly good fight. And seeing as his 88mm gun probably would have penetrated Malkavian's armor, there was a good chance that Malkavian might not have survived the battle anyway. But it was still a very good fight, so let's have a look and see exactly where he comes on the table. Well, he got the highest damage, 3,600 hit points. Next highest score was the T25AT with 1,716, and then came the Emil one with 1,658. When it came to kills, it was definitely Malkavian managed to get the highest amount, 5 kills. The next highest scorer was the T34-1, the one that he actually uprighted after he got onto his side. He managed to get 3 kills in the end, but he was killed before the end of the battle. And then when there was a whole bunch of tanks with 2 kills each, including that ELC Evan 90 who managed to get 2, the VK3601 who got 2. And when it came to base XP, again Malkavian's top of the table, so he's got top on all 3 categories. 1,442 base experience points. Next highest score was the T34-1 that he uprighted, who managed to get 835. And then we've got the Jagdpanzer 4 with 711. So if we have a look at detail, well, he fired 10 shots during that battle, got 8 direct hits, 8 penetration and 2 splash. Damage of 3,600 hit points, of which 1,716 were at more than 300 meters. And most of that fire was at very long range when he was shooting into the cap area. He received 9 hits from the enemy. 5 of them were penetrations, 4 were non-penetrations. He blocked damage of 970 hit points, but he did cause damage of 52 hit points to his own IS when he shot at the Lerva. He damaged 7 of the enemy, killed 5. He did damage assistance of 249 hit points. And he got 12 capture points and 52 defense points when he took out that T-3485. On a standard account, he earned 36,147 credits, but he was fined 359 credits for damaging the IS with the HE shell. And that meant his total came to 35,788, and after a repair and ammunition resupply, he had 23,952 credits to take away. He received base XP of 1,442 times 2 for the first victory, took away 2,884 experience points altogether. So a pretty good round, solid round there by Malkavian, and some lovely shots there, especially that leading shot on the T-34-85 at very long range as he was going up that slope. He fired that round in, lost sight of the T-34, but then obviously got the response that yes, he had hit him and killed him. One-shotted him out the game. And the other good shot was that ELC Evan 90, a very difficult target to hit, but he still managed to ram a shell up his exhaust pipe and take him out the game as well. So good round there, Malkavian. If you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.